It's Week 11 of the NFL, where we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. This should be a good one to watch. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team,
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Wright's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
They spent the week at practice, Sam. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. Now Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Stroud looking to throw. That one caught by Rice. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 10.
At the Panthers 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Oh, what a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. When you look at this defense, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. On play action, they'll throw. Complete to Wright. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harrison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patient...
To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six. So